Hello, welcome. In this video I am going to create integration which will take two numeric value as a request and it will return back the addition of that two numeric value as a response. So for creating the integration I have already created REST adapter connection for taking the request and the response from user. So I will use this REST adapter in my connection. So let me create one connection. So let me select app driven orchestration connection type and we'll give the name addition 01 addition integration 01. Okay, here I will give the package name as OICZAAD app driven, so that all the integration created in this package will be combined together. Okay, so here it's completed and it's started the integration page. So here I will drag the REST connection I have created, that Fox REST trigger connection 01, and I will configure the request and response payload. So here I will select the name for this endpoint start REST, and here I will give the URI for the endpoint as addition, and I will select method as a post, because when we select post it will give option to create a payload for request and response. So click on next. So here in request section I need to pass the sample of that request. So I will select JSON sample and I will enter the JSON sample. So I have already created the structure of JSON sample request sample. So here in this structure we have two values, num1 and num2, and this 10 and 20 is the sample value. I can remove this also, right? So here if you will see, here we put and we will click on OK. If this structure will be okay, it will, if the structure will be correct, it will allow us to go next. If suppose I forget to give this mention, so right now this structure is not correct, so it will generate error, right? So I have to correct again and now click OK. So this structure is confirmed. Now you can see the request body type is JSON selected, so click next, and now I have to select the response. So what kind of response I want to return back? So in response I just want to return back the result value only, result, and the value will be addition of these two. So I will select this two here, copy, and I will select JSON format and I will go in line and I will put it here. Okay, and now this REST endpoint is configured. So after configured, so I have added that. So let me first change the layout to horizontal. So let me remove the first with this error related to tracing variable. Okay, so I have taken the input from users. I will use that input variable as a tracing variable. So click next, and now you can see that whatever value I have to do is that I have to do mapping over here, right? So in previous video I have created one variable. In that variable I have added the addition. So here same I will do. I will create assign value create, and now I will create one variable by clicking on this plus icon. I will give the name as var result. Okay, this will be a string type, but I have to add the value, right? So what I will do, I will use number. So here we have number function. Okay, if you will see, we have number function. This number function will help to convert that string to number. So here I will use this number, and what we need to do is with this number is that I need to add this num1 plus. Okay, so here let me validate it. So here this will be number and plus and this number. Okay, so I want to convert this number, first add this number, then convert this number to numeric. So validate. Here you can see that number plus 2 and converted into numeric, close. Okay, validate, and if you will see, it is not actually the correct. So here if you will see, okay, yeah, this is numeric also. Okay, just go and close, validate again, close. So right now in this stage I have the result value, which is addition of that for two request value, and now I have to map this value to this map start. So it is the response, right? Response of this start adapter, start REST. You can say the map to start REST. Just click on edit. So here if you will see, this is the start REST response. So I have to go to response wrapper. Inside that I will find out the structure result. So I have mentioned here, this is the request response payload as a result. So here it's showing result. So I have to map this var result variable with that. So I have mapped. So now when integration will run, it will pick the value from this var result variable and it will attach with the response. Just validate and close. So just again save. So everything is okay, successfully saved, close, and now I have to run the integration. So before going to run the integration, I have to activate the integration. So here integration is in configure status, I have to activate. So here while activating, I have enabled this trace so that I can check the log messages. Now it will take some time to activate, so let me refresh again. Once it will, yeah, it will activate it. So now go and test. So while testing, you can see that in body we have given the these two parameters 10 and 20, and in response we will get. So just click on this test. So you can see that in response we got the result at 30, correct. So let me change this 100 and 20. Okay, so just click on again test. So it will return 120. You can see that it return result as 120. So this is the basic integration in which we can calculate the addition of, we can perform the addition of two number and return back the result in response. Okay, so if you will go to the activity stream and check the log messages, you can see that here we received the request 1020. Here you can see that we received two requests 120 in request payload, right, and we assign that value to the variable assign variable. You can see that in assign variable we assign that var result as assign 120 because 100 plus 20 we have added over there, right. And here in mapping, you can see that in mapping what we have done, we taken the value, right, is response, and you can see that this in response here we map the 120. You can see that in result we have mapped the 120, and as a result of this integration it return back reply to a start rest. You can see that 120 as a result it return back result 120. So this is the basic integration. If you like this video and want to create another videos for any other integration, just comment below. I will create another video for that in which I will create complex integration. So thank you so much for watching.